Man, this is going to be a good topic. This is more Psychology 101 from this channel. This is something all of us will understand here. All of us. So when it comes to an everyday thing, when you go out there in the world, you talk to certain people. Some people it's a joy to talk to. Others, it's a fucking nightmare. Just the way they are. Like, I'm going to tell you guys how I am when I talk to most people. I'm very humble. I'm going to let the person feel comfortable type thing. I'm not going to act all willy-nilly Macho Man Randy Savage on their ass. I'm not going to act that way around anybody unless someone wants to be that way first, and then I might overdo it on them. I might one up them. If they're trying to do that shit to me, I might do it to them. So, but with the everyday person, man, like, it just the way I am, I'm just humble around most people. Like, I don't want to do anything crazy. I talked on my own achievements, and people ask, "Oh, what do you got going on? What do you drive? Where do you live?" I'll just like downplay my own stuff because I don't want to come off any type of way that seems cocky or anything like that. I'm just humble around most people in general. It's just how I am. But then you got the people where, let's say they enter your house. They're gonna walk in all like they're so upgoing and happy and upbeat and stuff like that, and they're just not respectful. Like, it's like they come in acting like they're above you or better than you, or like as if they know more than you. But if you do that to them, now it's an issue. And from what I've seen in life too, man, like, a lot of females are this way. Not all of them. I like the calmer, quieter ones who can just kind of, they're humble too. They're humble when they're around you, or you're going to get some that they just act so fucking cool, or they act like they know so much or something like this, and it's just the way they are. It's like, we can read those people like a book. They're not really all that. People can mistake humble people for like stupid people or something like this sometimes. It happens. Trust me, it happens. Just because you're being all loud and you walk in like all this, but it's like, bro, just be humble. And if you like stop them in their track and you try to tell them, they'll get all mad because you're telling them the truth. That's really what it is. They can't handle to hear the truth because they're peasants. I do not like people like this, man, because you can't act that way around them or it's an issue. It's like they have to act like everywhere it's like everywhere they go, they have to act like they're just better, or they know more, or this or that, whenever the smartest people don't have to do that. Because we're quiet, we are humble. We don't go around doing all that, we stay quiet. We don't enter the facility, we don't enter a place, and we're all going fucking crazy. Acting right confident, trying to make people like believe we're confident or something. We're just confident. We don't have to do that. So it's people like that I can read like a book. When you slow them down and you talk to them one-on-one and you start telling them things, they get awfully different. They get awfully upset. They get awfully uncomfortable because they know. I just don't like people like that, man. I don't. Like, there's certain people you'll get over to your house and they walk in and they're respectful because they're walking into your fucking house, bro. I'm the same way when I'm walking in anybody's house. I don't walk in anywhere like I own the place or something like this. Like, get the fuck out of here, bro. What are you doing? You're supposed to be respectful when you walk into anybody's house. It's a respect thing. People think, oh, I don't want to give them my power. I'm going to walk in and I don't care where I walk in. I'm going to act all this way. There's just certain people you respect, man. In fact, if you walk into anybody's house, you should respect them because it's their house. They were fortunate enough to even let you walk in those doors. It's their house. Vice versa. If you walk in their house, be humble, be respectful. Let them dictate the tone of where things are going. Of course, you can speak up, you can talk, you can say certain things, you can suggest certain things if you want to as time goes on. But like, you don't walk in acting like the owner when you're not the owner. You just kind of, you're humble. You don't tuck your tail between your legs when you're walking in someone's house, but you're just kind of humble, man. You don't have this attitude where you have to be like on top all the time. Like, get the fuck out of here with that shit, bro. Some people just don't have any respect. I've had females walk into my place before. Some of them are very respectful. Some of them will just, do exactly what they probably should do. And some will walk in, leave their shoes on, and just trample around the house and act like they own the fucking place. And it's like you're smaller than them. And it's like, who in the fuck are you, you dumb broad? It's things like that. That just, you can look at those people as nothing more than a joke. A joke. Like, what are you? Why are you doing what you're doing? I don't know. But there's something seriously wrong with these people. Like, they just don't know how to act right, is what it comes down to. I could go to a 16-year-old fella's house. Let's say by some divine miracle he got rich. He got a bunch of money. He did something crazy. He has his own house. He's 16. Which you're most likely almost never going to see happen. But let's say this is the case. I'm 26. I'm not going to walk into this guy's house, for example. Just because I'm 26 and he's 16. Even if I do know more. Which I probably do. Because I'm 26 and he's 16. But I'm not going to walk into his house and disrespect him or act like I'm better than him or nothing like this. Man, you be respectful when you walk into anybody's house. Like, it's common sense, but there's such arrogant people in this fucking world. It blows my mind. People just don't know how to act right, man, in a lot of different situations. They're too stuck in their toxic ways. They're too stuck being an idiot. Like, you think you're so smart? You're obviously not. You're obviously not. We can see through that. The chosen ones can see through that bullshit very, very quick. Chosen ones are not arrogant people. We are very to ourselves. We are very doing the right things all the time type of people. And some people want to come in, oh my God, you call yourself a chosen one, you're egotistical, you're a narcissist, you're this, you're that. They don't know what the fuck they're talking about, bro. They got the meaning completely twisted when they're thinking that way whenever they want to say that shit to us. They don't know what they're talking about. We're the most fair game people on the planet. Literally. Literally. Until you do something, you're going to get our best behavior. If you cross the line, you might see something you don't want to see. That's why you don't cross the line. That's your dumbass mistake. If you act right, we will act even more right. Like, it's such fair game with us. We're not going to do nothing first. We're not going to initiate nothing first. Nothing toxic first. But if you want to do some fuck shit, you might see something you don't want to see. There are people that have acted a certain way towards me before, my own friends, in a past situation. And I completely lost it. Because they were so fucking ignorant. And I could literally rip them from limb to limb, this person that did this. And I literally put the fear of God in his face. And he had to leave. He got mad because I went so at him because of what he did. Of course, because you're fucking scared. Of course you did. Because you're an ignorant prick. It's exactly why. And it's exactly why I lashed out like that. Because you don't fucking do that. Like, do I have to father you? That's what it felt like. It was like a son that got scared of his father. That cried and had to leave and had to go. Like, there's certain things you just don't do, man. And a lot of people learn that way too fucking late. Grow the fuck up. Like, it blows my mind, man. And like, I don't want to pick on anybody in general, but like, man, a lot of females are like this today. Believe it or not. Their heads are so fucking huge, bro. Everywhere you go, everywhere you see. It's like most of them are like that. Stuck in their ways. So arrogant. So disrespectful. Just their attitudes. Just the way they are. Like, you think you're so good when who the fuck are you? What have you done? You might have like 10 or 20 blue pill beta male simp manginas in your DMs. And they're filling your head full of bullshit every day. And you might think you're on top of the world. But you can't deal with a real one. You can't deal with real facts. That's why people like that are going to avoid the actual real ones who got real results, who have done real things. You see what I'm saying? Those people are all jokes. They all haven't done shit. They all want to think this, they all want to think that, until they get in the room, until they get in a place with a real one. They're not so cool then. They might act that way and do those things, but as soon as it comes down to it, as soon as you actually are in their face, they know. That's why they'll avoid people like you. Because they know they can't fuck with you. They can't act that way around you because you have standards. And you hold them firmly. If someone's doing something wrong, you'll call them out. That's why they don't come around people like you. It's exactly why. Because they're fucking pathetic. And it amazes me how anybody will let people like that come around them and actually act that way and get away with it. I'm not going to let you get away with nothing. You're not going to come around me acting that way. You're disrespectful. These conversations like this wouldn't even have to be had if there wasn't people like that in this world. But there's too many of them today. And it's really messed up. It's a bunch of people wanting to believe they're way better than they actually are when they absolutely suck at life in so many ways because they're unwilling to do the work to actually get as good as they actually want to be. I just hit the nail in the coffin right there with that. That is a fucking fact. They are actually pathetic. And the reason why I'm going so hard on these people and I'm going off on these people is because I despise them. I am exposing them. I'm letting you guys know the truth. I know you guys know what I'm talking about already, but it's confirming it even more, isn't it? Of course it is. They are pathetic. Do you think I care if a person like that is watching this video and, oh, they hate me so much now? No, because I don't fucking like you anyways. I don't like any of you fucking idiots. I like people that can come around me and act humble. You don't have to be all that way. That's just stupid, man. Like, what are you doing? You're not even that good. You're not. And I only get around people that can act humble and tell the truth. Also avoid the people who want to downplay what you've actually done and brought to life. Like, you could be... You could have something nice and someone will downplay it. Oh, what'd you do to get that? Oh, you probably did this. You probably robbed somebody. You probably stole to get that. Fucking haters, bro. They just... Avoid people who just can't keep shit real. Because you could do a lot of good things and done it the honest to God way and done it the hard way and earned what you've earned. You'll have haters who's going to downplay what you've done. They're not going to give you the credit. I'd rather you shut your mouth and not say anything at all than downplay something that I achieved. You don't have to get down and kiss my toes. You don't got to do none of that. You don't have to say a word. I would rather you just shut your mouth about it than come with some downplaying thing to try to diminish all the work that I put in to get to where I had to be. Like, what? You are a fucking moron. I can't stand people like that, man. Like, none of them. Because you're fake. Because you can't keep shit real. You can't. And you can't have any success with these people anyways. You can't have a successful friendship, relationship, any ship with these people. You can't. It's impossible. How can you when they can't keep nothing real? They can't even keep simple shit real. They're going to argue with you about the simplest shit. That's actually real what you've done, and they're going to try to argue with you about what you've done that's real because they feel so low and so miserable because you accomplished so much more than they have, so they want to diminish everything you've done. You got to stay away from people like that, bro. I don't get around people like that. The odd time they'll come around and they'll say something smart and it's like, you're a fucking idiot. Like, we can read them like a book. They don't know that we know this. That's how dumb they are. They want to believe their own bullshit. They want to believe they're just smarter than everybody and they're ahead and they're this and they're that. But if you look at their fucking results, what results? The results say otherwise. You are absolutely nothing, kid. Nothing. You have done nothing yet. So you might want to humble yourself. Get some real ass results before you come acting any kind of way at all. Or saying anything. Because you done nothing. It's absolutely mind-blowing how these fucking idiots can act, man. Guy or girl. It is mind-blowing. And when they know the level you're on at one point, they're going to start to avoid you. Because they don't want to deal with reality. They're not going to deal with the reality of the success that you've acquired. They don't even deal with their own fucking realities. They don't. You are who you are. You've done what you've done. Congratulations. Be humble about it. Whether you're a billionaire, whether you're homeless, whether you're average, doesn't hurt to be humble. Just be honest with who you are, with where you are, with what you got, with what you done. That's all you got to do. Be real with yourself. Most people today can't do that. Always acting willy-nilly and shit like that. What the fuck are you doing, bro? You spend all the time doing that, trying to convince people of this and convince people of that when you can just be doing the God honest work every single day. How about that? How about putting your energy into that so you can actually become something? And I promise you, if people can actually do the work, it humbles them anyways. All the work that you're going to put in is going to humble you. It is humbling. Putting in all that work. But it's what a lot of these fucking idiots cannot understand. You act so good. When what have you done? These chicks running around. You think you're so cool. What, you talk to 10 different guys? You think that's an accomplishment? I'm going to tell you what's an accomplishment for a woman. That is getting the right man, the right high value, high caliber man in your life. and being able to keep him so you can be crowned an actual queen instead of running around like a toxic little dumbass calling yourselves queens. You're not a fucking queen. You're a toxic little nothing. I was about to say a different word, but I'll hold off on that one. It's exactly what you are, and so many people are going to be pissed off because I told the truth. Grow up. You're not a queen. Stop running around acting like you are because you got 10 guys in your DMs. 10 blue pill beta male simp manjanas in your DMs, and you think you're all that. You can't get a high caliber, high value man and lock him down and keep him. At best, you might be able to message him. At best, he might want a little something you got. At best. And then you're out because you can't keep him because you ain't got the qualities to keep him. So how's that for facts? Fuck's sake.